Cane Hill have released a couple of my very favorite songs of 2024. Now it's time to check out the entire album that got released yesterday at the time of this recording. It's called A Piece of Me I Never Let You Find. It has the god tier The Midnight Sun track on it. It's the second track. Well, technically maybe the first, because actually there's a couple of songs on this that, well, the first song is less than a minute. There's one in the middle here I can see that's just over one. Maybe a couple of interludes. So essentially 10 tracks, I'm assuming, but I haven't heard it yet, with a couple of interludes. There's two called Fade and Fade Into You as well. That's interesting. But I'm so excited about this. I'm a big fan of Cane Hill over the years, but especially what they've been doing recently. So let's check out the entire thing from start to finish, starting with The Pain Ends When You Let Go, with a full stop. And go. Harmony there. Teasing a melody to come later, maybe? Beautiful. Do we go straight into the Midnight Sun? Almost. But it's totally quiet and then transitions. Here we go. Ah, this is god tier, this song, man. Such a satisfying slow groove. Crunchy guitars. And the bass cutting through. A little hesitation here. Nice.
I find some peace of mind, knowing I don't have to hide. I kept a piece of me.
Love this line. Oh God, it's so gorgeously mixed. Sounds so goddamn good. Filthy guitar work. Massive vocal effects, but I love it. This fucking section live blew me away. Casual. And then it just rips. Ah. Opening track of the album to be this strong, man. It's a punchy move. bell of the rod cymbal. One of the loudest sounds I've ever heard at a gig. He hits the shit out of the bell. Ah! Develop the groove in a different way. This is another great song. Tease into the drum and bass.
There's nothing left to save my soul. There's nowhere left to go.
Rhythmically quite busy in the instruments beyond the drums. Love those double kicks. It's such a fat bass sound. Ugh. This could top 3 metal albums of the year for me. I can keep this up. It's been a good year, the back end. Ooh, love the way the effect changed over time there. I haven't listened to this song a bunch. Great scream. Nice. I always knew we were doomed. Cheery. I've not heard this one before. Good percussion here. Instead we fell into the void when the darkness came. Drowning in the static let me down. Sounds like a full kit that they processed differently in the audio. Ooh. Delicate touches. There we go. It's the full kit now without the extra processing. Oh. That extra bit of hi-hat, I think. Unusual. Touch of Bad Omens about one of the moments in there. So that starting note was a unique love that. The chorus. Cool. Now we're in. Like a deconstructed chorus for a moment there. This album sounds like it's on the other end of a relationship that didn't end well. Was he saying, I hope I mean nothing to you? Wow. It's quite a line. Fade. Looking forward to hearing this one. I enjoyed this live a lot. Didn't capture me as much first time listening to this recording. See what I get out of it today. Quite a catchy trio of notes. They repeat it immediately. Delicate way he ended that line. No business being this filthy. I think this makes more sense within the album than it does as a standalone. Lovely ending with the scream there. Extra intensity. Very electronic bass note there. Yeah, live, this is so captivating. Screaming in your face.
I'll share in the suffer.
Oh, man. Just remembered I'm seeing them live again this month. That's exciting. Yeah, I enjoyed that more in that time round. Kind of schizophrenic song. It's cool. Drowning Therapy, another good one. An odd for a single choice, I think, but I really love the sound they've got for this album. The electronics they've added are so cool. They're not distracting at all. The way the bass lines up the kick drum. So fucking cool.
Cleanse me of serenity.
They've really found their sound with this record. I love it. It's so light and delicate with some of the vocal moments, but then there's funky groove. And impassioned scream vocals just waiting over the next corner. Great guitar work. The writing of that. The cymbals sound incredible. Gold. Man, I can't wait to loop this album. The more you get to know those gaps in the breakdowns, the better that's going to feel to listen to. Lock it into the 4/4. Bouncing with the kick placement. Yeah, why not, man? Enjoyed that more second time around. Sound of roses in bloom. Full stop. Guessing this is an interlude. Interesting. This is like 4 songs in one, rapid fire. Just fading out, huh? Interesting. Well, my palate is cleansed. Now on to Eye, Iris.
You're gonna die.
Okay.
You're gonna die this time. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
full-on groove and scream throughout thus far. Die and be born again tonight. Christ. Nice. Ooh, little snare building up. Okay, halftime. Peculiar end here. Delicate piano notes. Over an electronic pulse beat. Interesting. How could you lose? Interesting percussive moments in this album. Trying some things.
Overflow, walk in circles through the unknown. Something's wrong. Diamond teeth ripping through the bone. Floating through a sea of solace and sympathy. And no matter how it would seem, the purpose is shallow.
Beautiful. Transition between those notes.
Feel me in my words. How could you love?
This is gorgeous.
Could teach me once again. And what's the A feeling in the air, desperate to repair itself again. A life that's on repeat, a story of defeat, it's in disguise.
Slight 80s feel with the sort of synth bedding of this. But it's got a very modern delivery over the top.
Could you lose?
Clean mix to it.
Could teach me once again.
Did not expect this. Something dire straits about that guitar sound. There's a timelessness to this. Oh, hey.
In my words, how
Beautiful acoustic.
lose?
Oh, wow.
Could teach me once again, but what's the use? The whole
So there's vocal effects on this. But it's not super auto-tuney. You get that because there's a tremolo moment there. Cool choice. I loved that. Cool. And then I love Permanence In Sleep. Give it to me. Something about the guitar tone they have over the spacious groove. I love it. The chilled nature of the vocal delivery at the top contrasts brilliantly. And the pace of the chorus, so surprising at first listen. Vocal backing it up. Just right into my nervous system, this is. There's a harmony to this as well I'd not noticed before. So there's at least 3 vocal tracks here with the screams. Doesn't finish the sentence. It's real to me. Cracking song. Now, Finding Euphoria, I've also not heard. Great. Tasty. Nice little gap in the percussion.
See you slipping into a place you cannot escape it again. Continuation of sleeping.
Little close hi-hat by the foot. Lovely extra little melody there. A good jumping pace. Hear everything in the drums. Harmony comes in with an additional guitar. Oh yeah. Some bends in here. Oh, wow. Subtle guitar solo with a pitch. This song is more of an ambient mood mixed with like sane groove in between. That. Oh yeah. Tidy finish. Now fade into you. Just a reimagining of Fade. So interesting. What is this? It's longer than the initial one. But like, isn't it very similar? Just hang on. Basically the same thing. I don't understand. Is there any difference here? There's a minute in. This might be a weird listening experience. Watch it back, but it's the same song. So why would you do this on an album? And Spotify just doing something weird here. So confused. Is It's got a bunch of thousands of listens, so maybe this is released already in some strange capacity. What happens after 2 minutes and 51? Is it just the extended version? What have I missed here? Okay. Is there something here? Pardon me while I go back to the other one. 207.
I'll share in the suffer.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Is it just a longer section here? Just this section? It's a longer last chorus. Must be. Okay. Color me confused. So the original didn't have that, right? Yeah. Okay. What an interesting choice. Really interesting choice. I'd love to ask him about that if I ever got the chance to do an interview. He put the same song on the album twice, but as an extended version as the last track. Interesting. Okay. I'm so. I even looked it up just there on a different place to see if the track listing is that just like a Spotify thing. It's linked that song differently from like a separate extended version, non-radio version release on Spotify, just thrown at the end of the album. I can't see. I'm trying to make sense of this. Anyway, okay. That aside, I mean, I didn't mind hearing it again. It's a fucking great song. Great record. Really enjoyed that. They have found a wonderful sound that I particularly enjoy. The depth and fullness of the guitar tone. It's got a slight edge to it, but it's also got a sort of like warbliness to it. I just fucking love that. With the power of the drums throughout those grooves. And then you have moments of delicate, almost robotic with some of the vocal effects, vocal deliveries that also have these scream vocals that can come in whenever they're needed to really amp up the emotive angle of whatever they're talking about lyrically. Whoa, so cool. But then you also have songs like How Could You Lose, which is just a super chill, like electronic rock sort of tone, which I loved. It makes total sense within the rest of the sounds they have in this album. And songs like Fade, I love more because of how they sit within this album. You kind of want a little bit of that change of pace and moments there that you don't need every, like a single to have all the moments that a song like The Midnight Sun would have, or Ecstasy and Grief, for example. Those, I think, worked really well as singles. Other ones, Permanence in Sleep is also a fucking great single. Drowning Therapy, maybe not quite as interesting as a single for me. But over the course of an album, when you've just recently heard some moments from like Ecstasy and Grief, you don't need to be repeated in Fade a couple songs later. It really works within this whole collection of songs for me. Now, Cane Hill, over the years, I've really enjoyed them. I was brought on board by the song Time Bomb, which is just a fucking screaming banger that I thoroughly enjoyed. And they had some, I think Sunday School is another song I really enjoyed by them. There's some really amazing, fiery, raw lyrical moments backed up with just punchy metal, which I loved. But then also they have some weird songs along the way. Like they're experimenting, they're trying different things. And sometimes I think it works geniusly, and other times it doesn't quite work for me. This album, it has a much more consistent thread through it of the sort of sonic landscape that they've built and they play around in. And every song has, other than, you got an interlude there, which is kind of unusual, and the first one there, they all have the satisfying touch points throughout them. And there's simplicity within it that you can grapple on with. But also there's some complexity in the layering and some of the synth stuff they're doing, which elevates the song into something you'll enjoy on repeat listens. It's a really well-balanced collection of songs here. I love the sound of it. And the songwriting as well, I've really enjoyed. And live, it connects massively. There's something about the chilled, calm, sort of unassuming presence of the vocalist live on stage. He's super casual. And then he can just rip out these screams. It's a fucking incredible thing to watch. And I'm very excited to see them again off the back of this album later this month. Delicious. Borderline on masterpiece. I think I'm just quite confused by the doubling of the song Fade into You. That's odd. Maybe the album makes sense to end on Finding Euphoria. I'm not really sure. But yeah, close to masterpiece for me. Absolutely delicious. Loved that. This is so loopable as well. I'm going to play this a bunch. And over time, it may creep up into the masterpiece territory. But on first listen, fucking brilliant. I love what this band is doing. And I love the fact that they do experiment and they try different things over time. There's very little chance that their next album is going to sound like this. And that's really exciting. But they with everything they do, there's thoughtful consideration in it, seemingly. And there's always some moments of pure, like, to your core fire that's brought through the lyrics and the force of this rock band when it come together in some of the moments in their songs. Loved that. A Piece of Me I Never Let You Find. It's a work of brilliance, as expected and hoped. So well bloody done to Cane Hill for that excellent, excellent album.